What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ed0626 back again with another episode of Life on the Wii. Today is part 2 of the hacker conversation. Now, I believe last video I had on this series, I talked about this story that involved me and some of my buddies with a hacker. Before I get to that, I just want to address the gameplay. First of all, this is not my gameplay. This is my buddy Hollow's. So shout out to my buddy. He had I believe this was like 30 and 8 or something on lockdown, which is figures this really good gameplay is on my least favorite map in the game. So, leave a comment down below and I'll let Hollow know how much of a beast he is. But back to the commentary. So just now I mentioned how the last time I was talking about hackers, I had mentioned this story, and I'm gonna get to that. So this was a few years ago. I don't remember how long ago it was. It was maybe about two or 2.5 years ago, and this was literally about a week after my birthday. I don't know if it was like. I can't remember what age I turned. Like I said, I don't know whether it was 2.5 or 3 years ago. So me and my buddies, I think it was like a full party. It was my buddy Brandon, Hollow, this other person that we knew. Who else? There was like 2 or 3 other people with us. But on Wii you can only have a 5-person lobby, compared to PS3 and Xbox's 6v6. So I think it was about 5 of us. I know it was me, Hollow, and my buddy Brandon and somebody else. I don't know if there was another person involved in the party. And we ran into this one guy who had a USB Gecko. Now, as I mentioned before, USB Geckos is probably the highest hacking device you can have on the Wii. It's pretty much like you can pretty much screw anybody who in regards to hopping accounts and all this modded shit. So we run into this guy, and we had just started the match. Now I don't know if we knew he was a hacker, but for whatever reason the game ended. I don't remember what or how. I think the host ended the game, and like back on the Wii, you didn't have host migrations. Once the host left, the game was automatically over, win or lose. Whether you were going to win or lose. So, yeah, that was a real pain in the ass. And the host ended the game. I don't exactly remember who the host was or whatever. But all of a sudden, actually, I think before the game ended, my buddy Brandon was talking trash to this one guy who was the hacker. Now I don't remember if we knew he was a hacker at that point or not, but so he was talking trash to him, and then about 2 minutes later the game ended because the host ended it. Then next thing you know, Hollow really pretty much forced us to get into this one private lobby, and then next thing we knew, the hacker was with us. And he was making all sorts of idle threats, like, what do you call, like, it's like, oh, friend me or I'm gonna hop your account or whatever, and stuff like that. And, when you hop somebody's account, you could delete their friends and screw up their profile. You can make them banned, like I was, from online on one of my accounts. And, this whole situation just brought back bad memories. It was just like, oh, God. This happened to me before. I don't want it to happen again. This was my legitimate account. Like the other account that was hopped was hacked, and this was a legitimate account. So I'm like, I don't want all my hard work to go away. So Hollow and I think a few other people were we were all in the lobby, and the guy just kept hopping one of our friends' accounts, and Hollow was getting a little scared about it. Hackers were a pretty scary thing on Wii, so we were all a little nervous about stuff. We tried calling our buddy David, aka Oreo Man. Shout out to you, homie. I think and then he started talking to the guy about whatever. I don't even remember that whole part of the story, but all I know is that David came in, and we were under the assumption that he was also a hacker, and he was going to help us out from this whole mess. And I think he just started talking to him, and nothing was being done, you know. So, and then Hollow kept getting hopped. You know, it was a whole mess, and forever that story is forever for me, forever known as the Hacker One Night Stand. You know, this lasted a good 30-45 minutes, just sitting in a private lobby, literally having a hacker dictate what we do. It was absolutely madness. It was just ridiculous, you know. And this is one of the big reasons why I don't like hackers. And the one thing that also allowed me to know he was a hacker was because he had FaZe in his name. Now, I think I mentioned before, the FaZe fanboys, as I call them, we're pretty much, most of them are hackers. So anyone with the name FaZe on the Wii, you would just leave the lobby. Just like, you just have to get out of there. Nothing you can do about it. And that was a FaZe guy, and well, a couple people paid the price. People got hopped. Hollow, actually, the funny part of this whole story is, days after this happened, Hollow continued to get hopped for about another good 2 to 4 days, and it was just funny. To me, it was funny, because I'm like, damn, he's still coming after you after all this time? You know, I thought we were done with this fool, and stuff like that. So, it was dumb. The whole situation was dumb to me. You know, but hey, that's the power of hackers on the Wii, man. This is why I'm telling you guys all these stories. I mean, these are pretty ridiculous stories, I'm telling you. Stuff that people who've been playing Xbox and PS3 all their lives don't, you know, they don't encounter on a day-to-day basis like the Wii players did, you know. You can ask Wii YouTubers, or people who people who play Wii or Wii U or whatever, because they obviously would have played Wii if they bought a Wii U. You know, you can ask them. It's like, hey, what was it like with all the hackers? You know, Edge 0626 was telling us about it. He's like, and then they probably would tell you their own stories. You know, it's insane. But you know, overall, I mean, that one night literally made me afraid of hackers forever. Just for all the stuff that they were doing. And I know it sounds like a really wimpy thing to say, but you know, it happens, dude. It really happens. You know, like I said, people on Xbox and 3XC and PS3 don't know the struggle, man. At least not till the game is already 2 to 3 years old. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little commentary I'm bringing to you. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section, or hit me up on Twitter. I always leave my handle in the description of the video. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.